Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how I make a chicken salad sandwich with leftover chicken breast. I'm going to show you how I do it in real time. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do it, but I kind of have everything out already, but nothing's prepped. So that's the idea. I'm going to show you how I do it in real time. I'm going to do it shirtless because it's hot and I'm resistant to air conditioning. All right, so let's get down here. I think that's not a bad shot, right? It's okay. Okay, so we're gonna start with this leftover chicken breast that's from, is this from yesterday or the day before? So we're gonna chop this up. First I'll start with like slices just like this. See how I'm doing this? Some people might say, well, Meyer, why don't you just crumble it up with your fingers? You're right. Because I don't like getting my fingers all greasy, and not that there's a lot of grease in this chicken, there really isn't. But I just don't feel like it's not at the crumbling stage yet. You gotta, what you're doing here is you want to break this all up, and then I'll show you the next stage after the chopping, which is what we just did. So we got our initial chopping done. We're gonna move our pile around a little bit, and then we're gonna do a little more chopping. You might be saying, Meyer, aren't you dicing the chicken? Yeah, I guess I am. We're going to do it. And also, you're saying, what the hell is this knife you're using? So, I'm using this knife that I have here because I've been using this knife for probably at least 10 years, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little more than 10 years. I bought it at an Asian market in San Francisco for like $2.99, and it's razor sharp still to this day. As you can see, are you watching me slice this chicken? So this came from an Asian supermarket that had a restaurant supply section, and I bought this knife from that restaurant supply section, and look, it has a bent tip, and even with that bent tip, I've been using this bad boy for 10 years. It's rock solid. All right. We saw what I did with the chicken, I hope. Can you see this now? Okay. There goes that whole chicken breast that I just diced. Well, it's not a whole. It was about a quarter of a chicken breast left over. Now, ideally, let me wash this knife real quick. And also this. I was going to say, ideally, I should have probably should have done the vegetables first, but what's to worry? I could just wash it off, right? But we'll save the onion for last. So let's open this up. We're going to add some greenery to our salad. These bags. What do you think about this new style bag that they have at the market? They're like kind of silky. You see these things? You know what I'm talking about. Kind of got this weird silky feel to it. All right, come on, bell pepper. See, this bell pepper is costing us a lot of time. I don't even know why I'm trying to do this. Next time we're not saving these bags. It's completely stupid. They're not going to go back in the bags anyway. We don't need a lot of bell pepper. Actually, let's go with a little bit more than that. Okay. So that's pretty good. Maybe this guy will go back in the bag. I don't know. We'll see in a second. But let's hit this bell pepper really quick. Same treatment as the chicken. We're just going to be completely dicing this bad boy up into little pieces. And in real time, I'm not looking, so I don't know how much time I've been spending doing this. But let's see if I can't speed it up and make it a little bit quicker for you guys. You know, what was I gonna say? I just wiped this countertop. I just wiped this stovetop down, and when I was wiping the stovetop down, just before I got everything out here to do this video, I was like, man, my stovetop wiping skills just really suck. They really suck. And yesterday I was doing one of my rambling, like rant type videos, and I was talking about how I don't have Mrs. Livingston anymore. And I was talking about I don't have a personal assistant or a housekeeper or a girlfriend anymore. So I have to do all this tedious crap that I don't like to do. That's what I was kind of bitching about yesterday. All this tedious crap that I just don't feel all that motivated to do. Right? And I just... But I have total control. So that's the other thing, is that, I mean, you hear me bitching and complaining about stuff in these videos, but I'm completely self-sufficient, and I'm like a combination of Felix and Oscar. Like right now, playing on the stereo, you probably can't hear it. And the other day, I had music playing in the background of a video, and I stopped and turned it down. And somebody commented in the video that they liked the music, and I couldn't even understand how they could hear the music, because I thought that only I could hear the music. But it was Bach. This is 50 best of Bach. You could just find that on YouTube if you want to find out what I'm listening, or just look at my music playlist, and you'll see that it's probably the top of the playlist, because I've been listening to it for a while. So it's not all I listen to, but I like classical music. But I didn't really grow up with it. I grew up with popular music. But yeah, a combination of probably of Oscar and Felix. Because look, I can do this stuff right here, and then also I can balance a ball on my nose like a trained seal. No, I don't know what else I can do. But yeah, it's you got to cover all the bases when there's no Mrs. Livingston. But in addition to that, all the skills, all the stuff that I show you, or a lot of the things that I do, I don't know if it's all of it. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing most of the time. If you're a younger person, a younger male person, a lot of what I tell you, you might want to take as sage advice. Because I could tell you some stuff and teach you some stuff. A lot of the things that I'm showing you, like including these real simple cooking skills that I'm showing you right here, this stuff could secure you a spot at some upper management position, attractive middle-aged woman's house. Maybe for months, possibly years. If you have a combination of skills, I'm going to describe to you the skills that it takes to live with a professional woman without paying rent. Okay, this is gonna be valuable shit for you. Maybe. It could possibly be valuable shit. I'm not using a lot of onion. You see how I'm not using very much onion? It's because I don't want this onion to overpower the salad. You should be able to cook simple, good food like this, but at the same time, you should be able to transfer your skills to fine dining quality food that a chick who gets gets a manicure and pedicure every week is going to enjoy when she comes home from work. I'm going to teach you how to be a pool boy. You just have to know the skills and be able to do it, because she's going to want to be able to eat like this and not go out all the time. And once she figures out that you could provide this in the backyard at the cabana, and at the same time you understand how to operate a pool motor, you can clean pool filters, you can make a professional level cocktail. You need to be able to make a professional level cocktail. You need to be able to open a bottle of champagne and a bottle of wine and not look like Jerry fucking Lewis. Okay, you got to do it like James Bond. So all of these things, okay. You got to work out. You have to be somewhat attractive to be able to pull any of this shit off. If you're 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old. I've done it all at every age. All right. start with some mayonnaise. One just big glop of a spoon. Let's go to the leftover hell of a good dip that I was going to throw away the other day. It's not expired, but we'll just get something out of here. Very end of it. Let's go with my next secret ingredient, which is Bob's Ranch Country Dressing. You have to be funny. It's possibly one of the most important things, is being funny and smart. I'm talking about in the important things to what I said earlier. I don't need to say it again. You have to be able to do a crossword puzzle. Okay? You might think this is all-purpose seasoning. See this? You're like, what? What do you mean I need to be able to do a crossword puzzle? I can't do a crossword puzzle. You mean I have to do a crossword puzzle to be able to land a professional woman who's in a managerial position, who's like a college graduate, who owns her own house and has a pool in the backyard, maybe a golden retriever? She might be divorced twice. You're telling me that in order to land this woman or to hang out with this woman for a year or two and not pay any rent, but at the same time, everything I'm telling you about not paying rent and all the things that you have to do, you got to have a regular job at the same time. Okay, you can't be a complete deadbeat. You just got to have a shitty job, like a construction job, like a sales job, like a shitty job, just enough of a job that you're able to pay your child support, and then you got a little bit of extra money left over, but mostly she's paying for everything. How's this look? It fucking smells amazing. It looks great. I'm gonna taste it right off the bat. Crossword puzzle. Oh, dude. Crossword puzzle. Listen. This is bomb right here. Gosh. I feel like it needs more ranch. Not some shitty crossword puzzle. Not like just the crossword puzzle from, I don't know, the Dubuque Sun or wherever you live. The Sacramento Bee. The San Jose Mercury, not even. Doesn't matter. You got to be able to do the New York Times Sunday crossword. And I don't mean like you need to be able to answer every question in the New York Times Sunday crossword, because that's like Jeopardy level shit, but you got to be able to do Jeopardy too. So you got to have some knowledge to be able to pull shit out, especially certain things that chicks know nothing about. So occasionally something will come up, so then it seems it really makes you look like you're extra smart, because you're like, she's like, I thought you were just some musclehead, right? What? I thought you were a musclehead and you were funny at the bar. I mean, you sing karaoke pretty good and you're cute, but it turns out you're a fucking brain. And so that's the shit you want to pull off. And so yeah, you got to be able to do the crossword puzzle. It's a big one. Oh, we can't wait. What the hell am I doing? I don't know what I was thinking. So we got to go over here and do this. Now we're going back for more ranch. We're gonna spread this ranch like a tomato. Now I could have added like other things to this, like maybe tomatoes. The reason why I don't add tomatoes to the salad is because they get all like tomatoey, watery, and kind of gross, right? This is summer salad. There's nothing in here. You could do like add some other stuff to spruce this up. If you were like a queer or something, you could put like some olive paste, or I don't know what the fuck else you want to put in here. Or maybe some cucumber. I don't know. What else? There's a lot, man. There's so much to it. It's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as the things that I just said. There's a lot more to it than being able to transfer these skills into a professional pool boy situation. Okay? And when I'm talking about professional pool boy situation, I'm not talking about like she's ashamed of you. All of her friends are coming over and they fucking love you. You're going You're going to the Christmas ball at her work, right? Her boss fucking thinks you're cool as shit, all right? And her boss is like a fucking insurance attorney or something like that. So you got to be able to work this shit. As I've mentioned, I've kind of lived my whole life around wealthy people, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm wealthy myself. I just blend in well. All right, look at this sandwich. Did you guys watch me making this? Remember my square plates? Maximize space in the cupboard. Oh my gosh, this is San Luis Obispo sourdough bread. That's what this is. It's really good. Mmm. Mmm. Oh man. Peace out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I gotta make a good picture. All right, now I have to take a good picture of this. I gotta try and make this look like it's appetizing. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. That was gross.